Well, I think, the festival can help any film get seen for that matter, whether it's Minnesota or domestic, international. I think one of the great things about this festival being located in Minnesota and having a Minnesota premiere is that most of the time a lot of the work was done by Minnesotans. And they don't always get a theatrical premiere. Sometimes it's, the director invites everybody over to his living room and he's got a fairly big TV and everybody crowds around on a couch. But then you're seeing it with people that you worked on the film with, and that's kind of a biased opinion. And so I think what filmmakers usually walk away with as their best experience is they had an unbiased audience see that film and they got real feedback. And in the case of that film, it was sold out and people loved it. And back then it was called Phasma Ex Machina. Now it's changed its name because it's got distribution. And I heard things are going really great, yeah.
Absolutely.
So what is it that, in the design of the festival, what is it that you're looking for specifically when you're going to pick something that's from Minnesota? Like how are you selecting that to fit with these other films that you're bringing in?
Well, I think first and foremost, it's the quality of the story. You don't need $500,000 to tell a great story. You need a great story. Then, there's other elements that come in about, execution and production quality and things like that, and that's definitely something that we try and look at. But first and foremost, it's always about the story. And then, as you alluded to, there's other programmers, there's other films coming in, and we want to make sure that, the films coming in have some kind of a synergy, some kind of a place, because as a whole, the festival begins on opening day and closes on closing night. And I think you want to flow. Right. You don't want hiccups, because then things stand out, and maybe for the wrong reason.
Yeah, we have over 200 submissions just this year. And to whittle those down to the 35 to 40 that we're going to show, excluding the shorts that have been coming in, and to echo what Bobby said, you have to find that synergy. So majority of our work is watching these films, but also keeping in mind every single other film that has come through and say, what makes sense here? What do we want to project out to our audiences this year? Last year was spirituality with the Minnesota programming, with Man-Made as well as Nature of Existence alongside Phasma. This year is yet to be, it's one of those things that at the beginning of each of these programming lists, almost like you're pulling at your hair. I'm like, where's this going to go? But eventually it falls into place. Yeah. And we have a great lineup this year, and we couldn't be more proud of it. So.